Now at 11, developments in Illinois as Oregon awaits a court ruling over the deployment of troops to Portland.
Well, even if we're going to overrule, we need to have a pretty detailed explanation as to why.
Plus, a local hospital warning about impacts to its care as a flyer to shine lasers at helicopters reportedly circulates. And Portland police released new video amid a deadly force investigation that put an officer on leave. Thanks so much for joining us here at 11. I'm John Adams. As we await a ruling from the 9th Circuit Court on if National Guard troops can be deployed here in Portland, some legal movement in the Midwest today. The 7th Circuit, which covers Chicago, has ruled that Guard troops can remain under federal control but can't be deployed while the appeals process continues to play out, which mirrors the ruling here in Portland from Wednesday. Jake Holter has the story live from the ICE facility tonight, but before we get to the legal aspect of this, Jake, what's the scene out there right now?
John, there's probably a little more than 100 protesters down here tonight at the ICE facility. Around an hour ago, federal agents deployed gas and flash bombs, but overall it's been a pretty mild night. Portland police say that they did arrest one person on suspicion of fourth-degree assault as protesters and Portlanders alike await that ruling. Another day of protests in Portland at the ICE facility and another day of waiting to see if National Guard troops will be sent into the city. On Wednesday, the 9th Circuit ruled that the National Guard troops could remain federalized but could not be deployed until after further judicial review.
Staying the part about nationalization, but not staying the TRO as it relates to deployment is sort of the middle ground. If they were to stay the TRO completely, then that means the troops could be deployed right away.
The 7th Circuit, which covers Chicago, issued a nearly identical ruling Saturday.
Well, they haven't actually decided whether the TRO was properly granted. The stay is just like, what should we do right now?
Lewis and Clark law professor Tung Yin shares some insight into why the judges may have issued these initial halfway rulings.
We would have a situation where the troops first were called up. They had to go to the deployment centers. They have to leave their civilian jobs. Now they're training, they're hanging out. If they are told, no, you have to demobilize, now they go back to their civilian jobs. But next week, maybe they could be called up again. And so that's very disruptive to everybody.
This comes after district judges in Portland and Chicago both issued these temporary restraining orders blocking the federalization and deployment of National Guard troops. And President Donald Trump looks for ways around it, including deploying troops from other states. And KGW is continuously checking online court records for that ruling on the deployment. John?
All right, Jake Holter, thanks so much for that reporting. Stay safe out there tonight. A local hospital is warning of service delays today because of a flyer that is reportedly circulating. Now, that flyer calls on people to shine laser pointers at police helicopters tonight as a supposed way to fight back against federal activity surrounding the ICE facility. Well, because of this, the OHSU hospital says air ambulances, otherwise known as life flights, will not land there tonight. Instead, helicopters will land at other airports and then the patients will be transported by ambulance to the hospital. OHSU says that could add up to an extra hour of transport time. Now, they want to advise the public not only is this illegal, but it is extremely dangerous. We'll stay with KGW for continuing coverage of the legal battle over the Trump administration's attempts to send troops to Portland. We'll have the latest updates here on KGW.com and on KGW Plus. All right, turning now to weather and taking a live look outside right now. We saw some rain showers and fall-like conditions in the metro today, and more rain could be on the way heading into Sunday. Meteorologist Joe Ranieri joining us now. Joe, is tomorrow going to be a complete washout for us?
Yeah, I mean, steady stream of rain. I'd like to say, hey, there's going to be a chance for you to go mow the lawn, but that is not going to be the case, unfortunately. Here's a look at your Sunday forecast behind me. 70% chance of rain by 9 a.m., and it's going to be right around 70-80% a good portion of the day. Later in the evening, we'll start to see the rain transition into more scattered showers, and There's a slight chance for a few spots to see some thunderstorms, maybe into the overnight hours, but I think that's mainly going to be popping up along the northern part of the Oregon coast as early as tomorrow morning, and they can kind of see some of these yellow spots here and there. Yeah, that's some of the heavier downpours. Some of these could be producing some rumbles of thunder, but as we go into the later part of the day tomorrow and evening, will start to dry out. Few lingering showers for Monday morning. You can kind of see that counterclockwise rotation. But what I'm also paying close attention to is the east side of the state, and that is some snow for the Oregon Cascade. So here's a look at the radar right now, picking up a little bit of some snow showers over the mountains, but the snow level at 5,000 feet. You shouldn't have a major issue traveling over there later on tonight or tomorrow, but the snow showers will be picking up late tomorrow night and into the early part of Monday morning. So far, we've seen about 2/10 of an inch of rain. Yeah, I'm expecting to see maybe a quarter, close to 1/2 of an inch of rain by the end of tomorrow. I'll talk more about that and the snow forecast and some of the advisories that have been issued as well.
All right, Joe, we'll see you soon. Thank you. In Northwest Portland, police are investigating after a woman was found dead from gunshot wounds. It's after officers responded to a welfare check for a woman in a parked car on Northwest Kearney Street around 5 tonight near 22nd Avenue. Now, we spoke with a neighbor who says it's been strange to witness an increase in crime in that area recently.
Yeah, I mean, this is starting to become somewhat a normal thing in this neighborhood, it seems like. We had a stabbing a few months ago up the street, and then a little Scotty's Pizza hold-up situation that occurred, and now we got this one. Just waiting to see what actually happened here, but it's probably the longest I've seen activity in this neighborhood for.
Police say no arrests have been made and are asking anyone with information to reach out. We have newly released video tonight showing an incident where Portland police used deadly force. It happened after officers say a man grabbed at one of their guns. Libby Dowsett reports, but first a warning, as some might find the video upsetting.
He's in a park in a playground. It's Saturday morning. There's kids riding their bikes around.
Police say the September 27th incident remains under investigation, but they're releasing this initial body-worn video as part of their commitment to transparency with the public.
But have you seen a dude carrying a stick, walking around?
Portland police posted both raw and edited video of the incident, explaining how it began with a man allegedly hitting passing cars with a red pipe along Northeast 33rd Avenue, and then reportedly threatening a dad and his kids at Oregon Park.
So if we have a game plan, if he has the pole, one of us chase him.
Raw video shows the officers approaching the park's restroom, believing the suspect may be inside with the pole. PPB says Central Precinct officers David Randall and Melissa Babison wait patiently for the suspect to come out of the restroom, and when he does...
Oh yeah, 61. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
No, what are you doing? I want to know what.
Against you. Under arrest.
For what?
Portland police.
I am. What for? Why are you doing that? I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing.
Put your hands on your back. Hey.
You have to tell me why.
Okay, if you relax.
Why?
During the initial struggle, Officer Randall's camera falls to the ground, but Officer Babison's video is still rolling. The video, paused by PPB, appears to show the suspect's hand on Officer Randall's gun.
Stop! Stop! Let go of my gun!
Officer Babison's video appears to show her trying to get the suspect off Randall,
Get up!
even tasing him.
Taser.
I'm not doing nothing, man.
When that doesn't appear to help, police say the suspect grabs for Randall's throat. They say Babison uses the taser gun's plastic handle to strike the suspect, which police consider police use of deadly force. Babison's camera also flickers on and off. PPB says the 4-minute struggle, which injured all three, essentially ends when Officer Babison applies a neck hold to the suspect, also considered police use of deadly force. Other officers arrive to help handcuff the suspect, now identified as Bo W. Davis of Portland. PPB says both officers and Davis were taken to the hospital. Libby Dowsett, KGW News.
And we're told the officers recovered from head and hand injuries at home. Officer Babazin is on leave, as is protocol for deadly force incidents. Davis faces charges including attempted murder and assaulting an officer.